Alright, round two. We're going to keep this. No blue mana, but we're on the draw, and we've got some plays, so I guess we'll keep it. Bellows, Lizard. Alright. Undercity Troll's actually a pretty good draw. Alright. Pump I can tolerate. Let's go Undercity Troll. No blocks. No pumps. Crowan Sergeant, actually pretty good against Undercity Troll. See if we can't draw a pump spell. Another blue spell's not ideal. I guess we just go Timberpack Wolf pass. And I probably offer the trade with the Bellows Lizard if he offers it with the Timberpack Wolf. That way he has to at least pump. Lightning Javelin. All right. Definitely awkward. Guess we just go leap and pass. Can't do anything else. I don't see a big reason to use leap unless he uses removal. I could find a visionary, but mostly everything else I find is another blue creature, so it doesn't seem great. And what if I use it and I put like 5 islands on the bottom of my deck? Or are they shuffled back in at least? No, they would go to the bottom, so if I were to use it and lose a bunch of islands, that would hurt. I think we're just gonna trade with a lizard, which I'm okay with. Noiter's pretty good here too. If we can rip a couple islands, we're looking good. Oof, that's a rough one. We can still technically stay alive if I draw a blue mana. And I can at least play Aeronaut. And if I rip another blue mana, I can play Claustrophobia. No blue mana, though, and we're very dead. Alright. So, going to have to draw a bit better here in game 2. Opponent seems pretty aggressive. Maybe I want the Maritime Guard. It blocks the Crow and Sergeant well. It also blocks Bellows Lizard really well. Yeah, Maritime Guard seems like a good one to bring in. What would I want to cut for that? I could bring in the Disperse to counteract the... It gets rid of Renown, but it also gets rid of Knightly Valor. Or you can, in response to a Knightly Valor. I kind of like that, actually. Let's dump the Titanic Growth. Let's probably dump Orchard Spirit for the Maritime Guard. I've got enough mid to late game going on where I don't need a evasive 3-mana 2/2. I'd rather have a 2-mana 1/3 blocker, I think. All right, let's try this out. All right, we'll play first. This hand's very good. I mean, at least we have both colors, but we do once again have to draw lands to really make this hand shine. But in the meantime, we do at least get some plays going. So let's go Troll here. That way, if we draw a land, we can attack into most anything. All right, no 2-drop plays good. Missed our land drop, which is a bit of a problem, but at least we're making plays. All right. Let's anchor that. I kind of want the tempo, and I want to scry for a land right now. I really want to make sure I hit a land next turn for that Whirly Rogue. I pretty much scry away anything but a land. Yeah, we're putting that on the bottom. I want to hit my land. He can Javelin too. That's okay. As long as I can... I really just want to resolve this Whirler Rogue next turn. Alright, Crow and Sergeant. Not too concerned about that. Especially if I draw a land here. Did not. Alright, let's go swing with Troll before I tap, in case he's got like Titan Strength or something. And I guess play Maritime Guard, which does hold back the Sergeant fairly well. Alright. It's got Celestial Flare mana, which I don't think is a coincidence, so... Did get the land. Now that's like perfect, because we get to go... Pretty confident he's got Celestial Flare. Problem is... Alright. I think I'm going to just let him Celestial Flare my Timberpack Wolf. I'm going to play around Celestial Flare here. So basically I'm going to make my Timberpack Wolf unblockable. And get in for 2. Let him Celestial Flare there, and I think that's fine. I don't want to get in with my Troll too. Alright, well he didn't play Flare, which is interesting, but we know he's got the Acolyte, so we'll see if he's going to bust that. He could also have Chandra's Fury, but actually not that debilitating. Acolyte, sure. No attacks. Interesting. So I guess we just I can make Wolf unblockable and swing with Troll. He doesn't really have good blocks. Or I can play Aeronaut and swing with Thopters, but that doesn't play around. I think we just get in for 5 here. Guess I could have just swung with Thopters there, yeah. Might have made more sense. Pretty interesting that he's not blocking. All right, we're not going to play around Chandra's Fury. I don't think it matters too much, actually. If you play Chandra's Fury, it gets rid of 3 tokens. I still get to keep my Aeronaut. All right. Well, that was an interesting game. So, yeah, I could have just swung with Troll and the 2 Thopters. It's pretty pointless to attack with Timberpack Wolf like that. But opponent's deck looks good. He's got some good cards there. Maritime Guard did pretty much everything I needed it to. I don't think I want Nivik's Barrier, though. I've gotten pretty good on the 4 drops. Yeah, I don't think I've got much else of a sideboard. I can dump a Leap for a Titanic Growth, but I don't know if I love that. I could dump a Leap for a Veteran Sidearm as well, but I don't know if I love that either. I think we just play this again. I think this is pretty good. We have a lot of 2 drops. We should be okay. Game 3, definitely got to keep here. Opponents on the play. We've got a turn 2 Starfish. No turn 1 Anointer is nice to see. Having 2 blue mana with a Claustrophobia in hand is also very nice to see. 2 drop of Topin Freeblade. Alright, we're still going to play the Starfish. And hope that he doesn't have a combat trick. If he does, not the end of the world. Alright. He gets to scry too, which is pretty good for him, but we're okay. We're okay. I think we are probably going to bust the Claustrophobia, but then again, I could just take another turn's beating and Separatist Void Mage, set up with the Maritime Guard for next turn, save the Claustrophobia for something else. Do I like that more? I'm not sure. Topin Freeblade certainly becomes less of a threat when I've got Maritime Guard and Timberpack Wolf now, I guess. So claustrophobia rather makes better use of the mana. This thing can block the Acolyte though pretty well. Let's go Phobia. I'm okay with that actually. I like making better use of the mana next turn, slamming Maritime Guard and Timberpack Wolf. I just think that's better. So what are we digging for? I mean, we need another land, I guess, to play Naturalist, but I wouldn't mind seeing some more removal. Something along those lines. Fire Fiend Elemental. That one's pretty good. I guess we're going to Void Mage that. Basically just trying to... Aeronaut seems fine. Something to do after the Void Mage. It's an easy trade. Void Mage definitely did his job there. So let's continue digging. I'd take a 5th land. I guess I'd play the Naturalist. Could just play Aeronaut too, though. Oh, well, we're going to do Tower Geist because that probably gives us the best of both worlds. Letting us get a land as well as get a 2/2 flyer and maybe something else too. Do want to hit our land here. But, I mean, if there's a bomb spell that I'd rather have, maybe I would take it, but we'll see. Yeah, that can be considered a bomb spell. So, yeah, this is interesting. I probably want Invocation, mostly because I can play everything in my hand minus the Naturalist, and yeah, I guess we take Invocation. If it had been, you know, another Aeronaut, I would have taken the island, but I think in this case, it seems a lot more rational to take the huge win con that our deck has, especially since I can play 2 more creatures next turn, followed by 2 more creatures into Invocation. I get to make another trade here, which is fine for us. This thing already did its job, so now he doesn't want to trade, which is also interesting. Why not sack? I wonder what... That was from a little while ago, though. That just won me the game? I don't know if that did. I mean, I don't know why he thinks that trade is good for him. I actually think that trade's not good for him. If he has any removal in his deck, it would be better for him to get rid of my blocker, potentially, right? I mean, I guess forcing the Tower Geist block gets rid of a flyer on my end, but I don't think it's, like, great value for him. So I think we swing Geist. And I drop Wolf and Maritime Guard. Could also drop the Aeronaut, but that doesn't block as well. I'd rather trade with Wolf. So now we're just on the hunt for a second green, and at that point we're pretty well set up, I think. Elemental number 2. All right. I think I want to scry here. All right, so I have the green, and my opponent's at 18, which means if I don't trade here, I can swing back for 3, 8, 13, plus 4. I'm 1 short. All right, well, we're going to play the patient game then. Of course I commented on that scry. How could I not? How could I not? All right, so we're taking that thing. So could play the Naturalist, or we could play the Aeronaut. I guess Aeronaut's going to equate to more damage with the Invocation, so I think that makes more sense. Oh, that's not the spell I want. That's not the spell I want. Hmm. Grasp. Okay. Wasn't planning to block, but what did he have that? I mean, I think we're just taking it. How much can I... Let's say he plays a blocker. How much can I crack back with Dragon Vocation? 3 plus 5, 8 plus 4, 12 plus 4, 16 plus 4, 20. All right, well, I'm going to take 5 here. I guess we were 3 Titan strengths from dying. Kind of want him to tap out here. Ooh, that actually works pretty well for him, admittedly. I don't think he dies now because of that either. Which is a bit of a problem. Be right back, need to pee, too much beer. I hear ya. I've been there. Alright, this is a bit challenging now. I gotta think about this. So, I use Invocation. There's a good chance he kills me next turn. So, I could play Naturalist, get rid of the Grasp, and then I've got enough blockers to hold out for another turn. That seems fairly safe. I also don't die to a lot of things. I think I'm likely going to do that. I think I'm just going to play the Naturalist, play it a bit safer than... Because if I Invocation, he has to block 2 guys. He blocks my biggest 2 guys, and he only takes 3, 7, 11... Wait, 15? That can't be right. Is he still dead? Maybe he is dead. Maybe I didn't do my math right. Oh, jeez. All right, let's figure this out. Let's do some mathematics because our opponent is tapped out. So let's figure this out. I attack with everything. He blocks my 2 biggest guys. He goes Thopter, Geist, this 1 power guy. So our lowest power guys get through. That's 4, 8. That's only 11 damage. That is not lethal. Not lethal. So kind of want to play the Whirler Rogue, but I think Naturalist plays around Chandra's Fury better. So I think I just swing with... I could swing Towergeist Aeronaut, but I think I just swing... Yeah, I guess Towergeist Aeronaut's fine. So let's say he has Chandra's Fury. We lose a Thopter, which means he can get in with the Thopter, which means we take 5, which is still not lethal. Knightly Valor. All right. It's pretty good. He doesn't have a great attack, though, does he? I just double block. He only kills Naturalist. All right, let's. I think, yeah, that should let us be lethal next turn, I think. So I think the blocks are that and this. He kills Naturalist. We're going to take the Thopter, kill the Elemental. We get to smash back with everything, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, that's got to be lethal. I don't think he should have swung with the Elemental there. Pretty irrelevant Starfish at this point. Sure. All right. So, yeah, he blocks our biggest guy. We get in for 4, 8, 12. Yeah, plenty of damage here. All right. We beat Joe Lally 86. His deck was pretty good, though. I liked it. Double Fire Fiend Elemental, Active Treason. It's pretty aggressive looking. Grasp looked good in that deck. Topin Freeblade, of course, good. Gear Crafter, very good. Wait, triple Fire Fiend Elemental, actually. Where's the chat window? There we go. Knightly Valor, of course, good. Yeah, triple Fire Fiend Elemental is pretty crazy, actually. But yeah, we ended up getting there. It was close, though. All right, I guess we'll see you in round 3.